Tonight, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos taking on Taysom Hill and the New Orleans Saints.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get... set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. And off we go from Denver. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The former Missouri Tiger, Drew Lock, will be at quarterback as he leads out the Denver Broncos.
What a roller coaster for Drew Lock from the NFL draft until the end of his rookie season, because on draft night he thought he might go in the first round, ended up going in the second, and then didn't get to start with the Broncos until near the end of his rookie year. But the Broncos did go 4-1 in those games, and he played very well, working on his agility and his pocket presence in the offseason. And I love how the Broncos upgraded around him in order to give him more weapons.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The tackle by...
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 29, Lock. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Block now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Locke working out of the gun. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
The Broncos' new signee for 2020, Sam Martin, former Lion, on to punt. The All-Pro Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So here come the Saints now for their first drive. Leading them out, their quarterback in his 4th NFL season out of BYU, it's Taysom Hill.
Plenty of discussion about whether 2020 turns out to be Drew Brees' final season as a quarterback in the NFL. So in New Orleans, the race will be on to see who succeeds him in 2021. And we know that Taysom Hill is a guy that this organization absolutely loves. People call him a Swiss Army knife of a quarterback. He's only thrown 13 passes in NFL competition, but the Saints believe in his potential, and his legs get him out of trouble as well.
And he's going to keep it here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang. Had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
On the carry.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Hill. Whoosh. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent, who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball in the backfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Saints' 20-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Locke. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. David Onyemata busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Throwing now is Locke. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
By the Saints. They'll take over.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Here's Hill now after the interception. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hill into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Broncos' first quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Drew Lock once again leads the Broncos out. He has a big thank you to say to his defense. He threw the interception, then boom, the defense gets it back.
But the ebb and flow of a game is something else, isn't it? But you made an excellent point. A big thanks is owed to that defense. They went out there on what we call sudden change after a turnover and didn't give up anything. In fact, took the ball away and set them up again. Really nicely done.
So a clean slate and a mulligan. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Lock on the give, it's Lindsey. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Cameron Jordan.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. Coming up on a 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
That's good.
First down Broncos as Locke finds Judy.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
56, Mike, 56.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Great change up there on the route. It got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside. Make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0.
Broncos 3, Saints nothing.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
The NFL Madden League Season 1-8-2020 games and highlights coming up next of Week 1-2.
Run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Our attention turns back to Taysom Hill and the rest of the Saints offense. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down, Saints.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Hill. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Hill. That'll be complete to Cook. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Hill throwing once more. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So
Week 1-2 San Francisco 49ers 2-3 Los Angeles Rams 2-6 final.
Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's taken down inside the 30. The play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Lock now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Lock. Again, he targets Jeudy, and this time the catch made. Yeah, this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
A gain of
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick there to make the grab. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
For the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on it. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
First down now, but that clock rolling. On 1st and 10, Hill. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To the air again. Hill. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Throwing again is Hill. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will finally get him as he's hauled away down near the 40-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Lock now on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Lock working out of the gun. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Lock. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, and it's 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time
Week
that it's
1
been
2 Washington football team 2-1 Dallas Cowboys 1-7.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. This is the tight end, Fant. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Again, they'll throw with Lock. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Again, it's Lock. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Lock again. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Drew Lock on target to Jerry Jeudy. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
McManus now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos.